The worst thing about being in a relationship is all the arguments.
You have an argument and you're like, oh no!
Arguing.
Violence.
Sulking.
When you butt heads with each other, it's not very nice.
Been apart for a long time.
The worst thing probably is probably the arguments. Probably the worst thing.
The nagging.
Jealousy. Somebody always phoning you up and talking about their problems.
I think women and guys are tick in a totally different way, and the worst is when you don't understand what she's actually on about.
Sometimes compromise can be difficult, I think. But it makes you grow, I think, the more you talk. So just when you butt heads a little bit, that's always the worst part.
Being tied down.
Clinginess.
The pressure
That's not
of it.
nice.
I would say the worst thing about being in a relationship, the cost. That's a pretty prevalent factor. And if you're foolish enough to fall in some form of love, that can be pretty painful at times.
The ending of it.
When it goes wrong.
Ending the relationship.
I think you're vulnerable when you're in a relationship and you can rely on somebody so much that if they go, it's like a big impact.
The worst thing is that you leave yourself to be vulnerable to pain and to hurt, and you leave a lot of your privacy as well because you open yourself up, and that can be a bad thing.
When another person's annoying, when they annoy you, they irritate you. Yeah.
Probably the restrictions that it can cause.
Maybe having to answer to people and explain where you are and what you're doing, and like whereas when I was single I would just go away for a couple of days and I wouldn't have to explain where I was going or why I was going, and more spontaneous, I suppose.
You know, sometimes it's nice to have obligation, but sometimes you don't want to, you know.
Oh, monotony.
That says a lot, doesn't it?
Jealousy. Maybe, you know, having to answer to somebody, or having to feel like you've lost your freedom slightly.
We just got married, so all of a sudden there's someone in your bed and he's there all the time.
Relationships tend to stop you from getting where you need to be in life, if you know what I mean.
Having to compromise at times.
Not always doing what you want to do when you want to do it, because, you know, for the greater good.
Not being able to be as flexible when you go out and have as much fun, I suppose.
Always having to think about someone else rather than just yourself.
That you always have someone with you, so you're never free. So that's kind of a compromise.
The worst thing is being with somebody else.
The commitment and the fact that there's plenty of other people out there you could have, but you can't because you're with the other person.
The commitment.
Yeah, and like boredom as well, because it's like
it's a repetition of the same old thing, isn't it?
You fall into a routine basically.
Yeah, you can maybe get too comfortable, I guess.